As you know, here we are studying chapter number 1, that is crop production and management of standard 8. Right, so in the previous lectures we have discussed about various agricultural activities. In the last lecture we discussed about the advantages and disadvantages of fertilizers and manures. Then I told you that in the next lecture we are going to study about irrigation. So let's see what is irrigation, what are the different methods of irrigation and what is required for irrigation. Irrigation means to supply water to the plants at regular intervals. Means what? As we know, all the plants or our crops require water in proper quantity. If the plants are at our home, then we manually give water to the plants daily or twice a day, right? But it is because the plants are small, as well as the place where we are keeping these plants is also small, right? But the farm is very large. Manually at one plant the farmer cannot give the water. So for that he has to use the method of irrigation. As we know, if the seed gets proper amount of sunlight, water, nutrients, then and then it will grow and germinate, right? So seed requires water in proper quantity also. If seed get the water in proper quantity, then it will germinate and then grow into a new plant. So we have to supply the water to our crops at regular intervals as well as per the need of our crops, right? We know that various crops require various amount of water. For example, if we are talking about wheat, it requires less water compared to the paddy crop, right? Means rice crops. So let's see in detail what is irrigation. So irrigation is, as I told you, to supply the water to our crops at regular intervals. So the supply of water to crops at regular intervals is known as irrigation. Means we have to add water to the plants, right? That is known as irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation is different. Means for different crops, the time and frequency means for how many times we have to give the water to plants, that is known as frequency. Some plants require water for only one time in the whole day, but some plants require more than one time in the day, right? So time and frequency of irrigation is different. For what? For three things, crop to crop. As I told you that if we are talking about wheat, then wheat requires less amount of water compared to paddy, right? So time and frequency for irrigation is different for crop to crop, then from soil to soil. See, some soil can retain more water than other, right? We know that the soil which is have humus content, okay, or good humus content, good fertile soil, it can hold the water very well. If you remember in the last lecture I told you that manure increases the capacity of soil for water holding. right? So if the soil is good, okay, or if the soil is fertile, then it can hold water, right? So it is different for soil to soil and season to season. Means, as we know, in different season we also require different amount of water. In winter we require less amount of water, while in summer, okay, we require more amount of water. So same as plants also require water differently from one season to another. Obviously they also require more amount of water in the summer, as the heat is more, so transpiration which is occurred in plant is more, so they require much amount of water. So once again, the time and frequency of irrigation is different for crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season, right? So this is about what is irrigation. Now let's move towards different sources of irrigation. Means, how can we get water for our crops, right? So different sources are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, canals, etc. The major source for irrigation is rainwater. But as we know, in our country the rain is not fixed. At some places there is so much rain, but in other places the rain is very less. So farmer have to depend on various sources like this, like wells, tube wells, canals, etc. Right? So these are the various sources of irrigation. Then next is the methods of irrigation. Okay, for irrigation there are mainly two methods. One is traditional method and the other is modern method. Okay, so traditional methods, the word itself suggests traditional method means the method which we are using since ancient times. Okay, all the farmers were using these methods since long. And modern method means today, due to technology, okay, due to various researches, we are using these methods. Okay, so they are known as modern methods. So let's start with the first method, that is traditional methods. So traditional methods, these are the water available in canals, rivers, ponds, etc. is lifted up. See, this is most important, lifted up by various methods. Means, in traditional method what farmers are doing, they are using the rivers, ponds, canals, etc. Right? From these rivers, ponds, canals, wells, they have to take out the water. Okay? So they lift up the water from these sources of water and then they irrigate their fields, right? So here in traditional method, lifting up of water is very important, right? Here the cattle and human labor is used. Means the lifting up of water is done by either cattle or by human labor, right? So cattle and human labor is used to lift the water. These methods are cheaper, okay, as we are using since long. Okay, here only animals or human labor is required, so these methods are cheaper, but they are less efficient. Less efficient means if we have to irrigate the large field, then we require a great labor of human beings, right? So it does not save our energy, Okay, it requires a lot of energy and humans or animals, right? So these traditional methods are cheaper but they are less efficient. Now let's move towards the various traditional methods, okay, which we are using. So first one is mode, means pulley system. We all know pulley system, right? Generally when we are taking the water out from the well, okay, one wheel is there and rope is there. Through it we are just taking out water from the well. So here in mode, human beings or labor of human being is required, right? So this is one of the traditional method. Then second is chain pump. So the word itself suggests here the chain is used. Here two wheels are there. These are connected with the endless chain, right? Then one wheel, the bottom wheel, is halfly immersed in the water. Means when we just pull the chain, the wheel which is immersed in water will take the water up, it will give water to the second wheel and then we get the water. So here also we are using either animals or human beings. So that is a chain pump. Third is Rahat, lever system. Okay, Rahat, in Rahat what the animals are used. Okay, animals are connected like camel, bullock, etc. They are connected with the wheel when they are rotated. Okay, when these animals are moving or rotating, it will take out the water, right? So that is Rahat or lever system. And last one is Dhekli. In Dhekli, what occurs? That there is a one large stick, okay, say for example branch of a tree, okay. So at the one end the bucket with the rope is connected with the stick, okay. For example this is a stick, then here the rope is connected which is connected with bucket, and at the other end there is a heavy weight, okay. So with these we can draw the water out from the canals or wells, and then this lifted water is used to irrigate the field, right? So these are different methods, especially says traditional methods which we are using since long. Let's revise. Mode means pulley system. Chain pump means two wheels are attached with a endless chain. Then Rahat, lever system. Here animals are used to rotate the wheel and then water is lifted up, and Dhekli, in which water is drawn out with the help of a rope and bucket, right? So these are the various traditional methods of irrigation. Now let's move towards the modern methods. As I told you, modern methods means the methods which we are using nowadays, right? So the modern methods, these methods help us to use water economically. Economically means we know that is if we use the water by traditional methods, there are some wastage of water, right? So here economically means the wastage is very less, okay. So different modern methods are sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. So sprinkler irrigation, the word itself suggests sprinkle. Sprinkle means, okay, to give water to the plants like it is raining, okay. So this method is used in uneven land, okay, when the land is not even, the uneven land, okay, and place where water is insufficient. As I told that modern method allow us to use the water economically. So sprinkler irrigation we can use where water is insufficient as well as the land is uneven, right? Then this is also used to irrigate lawns, coffee plantation and other crops too. So this type of method, that is modern methods, okay, are used to irrigate the various types of crops. In sprinkler irrigation there are perpendicular pipes, okay. Perpendicular means at 90 degree, okay. Pipes are fitted and they are fitted with the one main pipe which is having nozzle at the top, and this nozzle is rotating. From the nozzle the water will come out, and as it rotates, okay, with the pressure water will be sprinkled to various crops, right? So this method is very much useful where water is insufficient. The second modern method is drip irrigation. Okay, drip irrigation means the water is allowed to go to the roots of the plant drop by drop. So as the water is allowed to flow drop by drop, it is known as drip irrigation or drip system, right? So here water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. Means obviously the wastage will be very less as the water directly fall to the roots. Then this is best technique to irrigate fruit plants, gardens and trees. So this method is using water in very less amount. So this is the blessing. This method is blessing for the area where water is in very less amount, right? So these are the two methods, two modern methods, sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation, which is using the water economically. So we have discussed about two methods, that is traditional method and modern methods of irrigation. In our next lecture, we are going to discuss about how we can protect our crops from the weeds. Till then, be at home, be safe. Thank you.
आभार।